Your turn, Yugi boy.
What is up, guys? This is AlintheaYoh coming at you with a card discussion today about a new Blackluster Soldier card that has been announced that is called Envoy of Chaos. So this is going to be coming out in the Raging Tempest very soon in the early next year, and it's actually pretty decent, and I do want to do a bit of an in-depth discussion on it because I feel I know the Blackluster Soldier archetype quite well. So it is a level 4 Dark Warrior effects monster that has 1500 attack and 0 defense, and its effect reads as follows. During either player's turn, you can discard this card, then target one Blackluster Soldier monster, or Gaia the Fierce Knight's monster you control. It gains 1500 attack. Also, any monster that battles that monster has its attack equal to its original attack during damage calculation only. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish one light and one dark monster from your graveyard, except this card, add it to your hand. So this is actually a really interesting card, but to understand how it will work with the archetype, you need to take a step back and look at the archetype overall. So obviously you have the Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. It is one of the most important cards for the deck. It is still at 1, and if this deck wants to make any form of push towards being somewhat competitive, BLS basically needs to be at 2 or even at 3. Whether that will open a can of worms on the format, I do not know, but it's a bit of a risky one and Konami probably won't do it anyway. So it is a hand trap that increases the attack of a Blackluster Soldier or a Gaia the Fierce Knight on your side of the field's attack by 1500. So if you just take the normal Chaos Blackluster Soldier, it goes up to 4/5. If you can attack twice, that's pretty devastating. Then if you look at the Gaias are normally 2300 attack. Can be normal summoned without tributes. There are a lot of different ways you can get Gaias out, and the 1500 attack is actually really good. The fact that it resets your opponent's monster's attack to its original attack is kind of irrelevant. I mean, it is used sometimes, but it's not really that great in my opinion. I don't really mind it, but you know, if you do run into like an Honest or something, not bad. Then the last effect that says during the end phase you can banish a light and a dark from your graveyard if it is in the graveyard at the end phase to add it back to your hand means that it's very interesting. And why is it very interesting? Because of a couple of cards like the Gaias and also the mini Blackluster Soldier cards. So the mini Blackluster Soldiers, there's 2 of them, there's the light and the dark. They get effects when they are banished. The Gaias, they get effects when they are banished. So for example, you can search out the Blackluster Soldier with the Gaias. You can add back cards with the little Blackluster Soldiers. It's actually a very clever effect that ties in the archetype quite nicely, because one thing that I found that was kind of annoying was being able to banish cards from the graveyard. Now you might say, well, this isn't too difficult, you've got loads of things you can do. Well, yeah, but it's kind of annoying at the fact that there's nothing really centered in the archetype around doing that. You only have, for example, the Blackluster Soldier that will do it for you. It's a really nice card, and I think it's overlooked slightly. Coming from me who's, as I said, played the archetype's deck, it's a very frustrating deck to play with because it has potential, it has power to be kind of a fun deck, but it just falls apart to brick hands. And I still think this card won't fix the brick hands, but there are more cards coming out in this set for Blackluster Soldiers, so I am being very hopeful in the fact that we get something that's actually decent. So I want to know what you guys think of the Envoy of Chaos. Do you think it is a really good card, or do you just think it's something that's not really going to be used? So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you guys later.